Hello, this is Jeff Cobb. I'm with HybridCars.com, and we brought out here for you something a little bit different. A couple of extended range electric vehicles, the Fisker Karma on my right and the Chevrolet Volt on the left. The Karma is a 2012 model, the Chevrolet Volt is a 2013. These cars couldn't be any more alike and different all at the same time. In alike, as you probably well know, is they're both extended range electric vehicles where they have a large battery pack and a propulsion motor that drives the drivetrain so that you can drive these cars like electric vehicles up to 25 to 50 miles depending on how you're using the car. And then afterwards you have a gasoline generator that charges the battery and keeps the car going. So that's how they're alike, right? Different is one costs about 2.5 times more than the other one. That would be the Karma, obviously. One of the reasons why we brought these out is this is really an oddball shootout, where the two cars are oftentimes compared by those who may be well-meaning, but they don't really know why bother with a Fisker Karma, since it doesn't really get better electric miles, and it doesn't really save the planet any better, and it doesn't save petroleum anymore. So why bother with this car? Well, it's not trying to be a Chevy Volt beater. It weighs a lot more and it costs a lot more. We understand that. So to make it crystal clear, the Karma is trying to be a luxury statement, a fashion statement, a better ride, a quicker, faster car. And the Volt is your everyday sensible family sedan. And it's no nonsense, meant to be purely a functional car. Both of them are actually pretty functional cars, and you could drive the Karma every day if you wanted to. But the Karma is for a different lifestyle. So we want to make that clear, and we'll be looking at the differences and similarities further as we go along. Now I'm going to start up the Volt here. Defaults to normal mode, which is an electric drivetrain mode, since I have some range left in the battery. Once the battery is exhausted, I'll be on gasoline generator power regardless. I might just switch over right now to hold mode and save some of that for later, which I'm going to do. Now you can achieve a comparable result with the Karma by putting it in sport mode. The Volt is a very user-friendly car. It gives you terrific outward visibility. It hugs the road reasonably well. It attenuates shock and handles the little big bumps, the big bumps, all acceptably well. As early adopters of the Volt, the General Motors polled them and discovered that their median household income was on the order of $175,000, which means these people had driven Audi A5s and BMW M3s and Mercedes Benzes and other nice cars that gave a good, satisfying driving experience, and they hopped into this car that was designed to beat the Prius and discovered that it exceeded their expectations. This car has gotten top ratings in crash tests from the U.S. government and from the Insurance Institute of Highway Safety. Now, coming back to the Karma is really the only thing the Karma has in common with the Volt is that it is extended range electric and gives comparable performance. It takes a bigger battery in the Karma to get close to the same mileage as the Volt. The 20 kilowatt hour battery of the Karma, the EPA says, is good for a 33-mile electric range. The smaller 16.5 kilowatt hour battery in the Volt, the EPA says, is good for an average 38 miles range. The Volt being lighter, both cars being aerodynamic, but the weight and bulk of the Karma put it at a disadvantage in its green credentials compared to the Volt. Compared to the cars that the Karma is really trying to compete against, not the Volt, such as Maseratis and Aston Martins and BMWs and, finer cars, finer sedans, the Karma is devastatingly green. The Karma is for somebody who wants to have a luxury car experience. They care about the beauty of the vehicle. They like the presentation that it makes. They want to be pampered, and they want a little bit of more of a sporty experience too. I mean, for all the good handling that the Volt provides, it doesn't feel as fast or good handling as the Karma does. One of the main things we'd like to show here is that the Karma has a reason for being. It is a valid choice for some people. And if you have the money to buy a $111,000 Karma, it's not a bad decision.